Welcome to all of you in Sankalp Education Pratham classes. I am Sachin Patil, delivered lecture series related to derivative or differentiation. Right now we are going with the derivatives of inverse trigonometric function. We are going with the type of derivative where you will get the expressions like that one, and according to our consideration we have to put the sign alpha or cos alpha related to that, and you can solve these example by simplification of that expression as follow. First of all, we have to getting the consideration of y is equal to cos inverse inside the bracket 3 sin x square plus 4 into cos x square divided by 5 is here, and right now this 5 is divided to both these terms, and therefore you can write this as cos inverse inside the bracket 3 divided by 5 into sin x square plus 4 divided by 5 into cos x square is here. We know that the formulas of sin a plus b is equal to sin a into cos b plus cos a into sin b. Then sin a minus b is equal to sin a into cos b minus cos a into sin b is here, and cos a plus b is equal to cos a into cos b minus sin a into sin b. Similarly, you will get the cos a minus b is equal to cos a into cos b plus sin a into sin b is here. Those formulae are very useful inside that type of derivative of inverse trigonometric function. First of all, we have to get the consideration of 3 divided by 5. We know that the consideration is here is nothing but a cos inverse is outside, and therefore we want to convert that expression in the form of cos, and for this purpose sin is present. That means another term is also sin, because sin a with sin b, and that means both terms are nothing but a sin inside this formula as well as this formula, and here plus is there. That means the formula is nothing but this one, and for the according to our focus on that expression to compare it with which formula is useful for that one, and it is done by using, or it is quickly accessed or quickly remembered when we are moving with different examples, and we can practice it by using different values related to that one. What are the considerations related to that one? And first of all, we have to going with the consideration of 3 divided by 5. Here is a sine term, that means this term also becomes a sine, and therefore we have to put x is equal 3 divided by 5 is equal to sine alpha. If 3 divided by 5 is equal to sine alpha, then as usually cos alpha it becomes 4 divided by 5. I am not solving here by using the formula of cos alpha is equal to once again I am said that the cos alpha is equal to square root of 1 minus sine square alpha. If you put the sine alpha is equal to 3 divided by 5 in that formula, at that time you will get the cos alpha is equal to 4 divided by 5, and therefore by using those formulas or using those puttings related to that one, you will get the y is equal to cos inverse inside the bracket 3 divided by 5 is nothing but a sine alpha into sine x square plus 4 divided by 5 is nothing but a cos alpha into cos x square is here, and this formula is very much match with or compared with that formula is here, and therefore you can shuffle it like that one inside the bracket cos x square into cos alpha plus sin x square into sin alpha, and it is very similar with the cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B, and therefore A minus B is there, and you will get the consideration of y is equal to cos inverse inside the bracket, cos inverse inside the bracket. We will get the consideration of this is nothing but cos x square minus alpha is here, cos x square minus alpha is here, and cos inverse and cos are cancelled to each other. You will get the y is equal to x square minus alpha, and here we will get the consideration of that one is nothing but y is equal to x square minus alpha, and differentiating or derivative of y with respect to x is nothing but dy by dx is equal to x square having derivative 2x minus alpha having derivative 0, and therefore answer is 2x is here. This is your consideration related to derivative of that type 1, and another example related to that one is considered as a follow. Now consider this another expression is nothing but a sine inverse inside the bracket a cos x minus b sin x divided by square root of a square plus b square is here, and we know that this square root of a square plus b square is denominator of these both terms, and therefore we can write y is equal to sine inverse inside the bracket a divided by square root of a square plus b square into cos x minus b divided by square root of a square plus b square into sin x is here, Right now, once again, a similar consideration we have to put it as a follow. Put a divided by square root of a square plus b square is equal to sin alpha, because we know that the sine inverse is here. Then we want to convert that expression in the form of sine formulae, sine alpha. Then you will get the directly b divided by square root of a square plus b square is equal to cos alpha. By using the formula related to that one is nothing but a cos alpha is equal to square root of 1 minus sine square alpha is there. By using this formula you will get the b divided by square root of a square plus b square is equal to cos alpha. Putting those values inside the expression, y is equal to sine inverse inside the bracket sine alpha into cos x minus cos alpha into sin x is here, and according to consideration of sine alpha into cos x minus cos alpha into sin x, you will get the consideration of sine inverse inside the bracket sine alpha minus x is here, and then sine inverse and sine cancel to each other. Y is equal to alpha minus x, and you have to take the derivative of y with respect to x. Derivative of y with respect to x, you will get the dy by dx is equal to alpha having derivative 0 minus x having derivative 1, and therefore answer of that one is minus 1 is here. Right now here, first of all, we have to think the example which is considered before that example or that expression. Just we have to know the what are the technique related to that one, and what is the main theme related to that expression can be changed into sine alpha and cos alpha. We can directly taken it because it is nothing but what is the consideration inside the expression which is used. First of all, we have to solve that example. Cos inverse inside the bracket 3 sine x square plus 4 cos x square is here and divide by 5 is here. At that time you can see that here 3 and 4 is there. If you squaring and adding those and taking the square root, you will get the value in the denominator. How it is possible? 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 16 plus 9 is nothing but a 25, and a square root of 25 is nothing but a 5. Similarly, inside this example, which is considered as before in a previous lecture, is nothing but a 2 cos x plus 3 sin x divide by square root of 13 is here. Once again 2 is here, 3 is here. 2 square is nothing but a 4 and 3 square is nothing but a 9. 9 plus 4 is a 13 and the square root of 13 is nothing but a square root of 13 is here, and which is a present in denominator. Similarly, we have to use the example right now. We have to solve this example right now is nothing but a cos x minus b sin x divided by square root of a square plus b square. That means a and b are two numbers and we have to square it and add it, and taking the square root of that addition is nothing but it is a present in the denominator. That means a square is a, b square is a b, a square plus b square is a square plus b square, and square root of that one is present inside the denominator. This is your consideration related to that expression. We have to solve this very well if we try number of examples related to that one, and if you will get the point which is related to that is nothing but a square of the first number plus square of the second number and addition of these two and taking the derivative which is a present inside the denominator. And this is your technique related to that type of derivative of inverse trigonometric functions. If you like that video, please subscribe my channel and press on bell icon to get the next notification related to derivatives. And thank you.